Hey guys, I am Kovi, and today we're going to take a look at the Synapse. Synapse? It is Mastery Rank 11, and you can get this from the Infested lab at your dojo if you've done the research for it. And let me tell you, this Infested Assault Rifle beam weapon is totally worth investing your forma into. Accuracy at 100, pinpoint accuracy, and 39% crit chance, 2.7 times multiplier, the highest crit chance and multiplier of all continuous primaries. Fire rate at 12 and 70 in the magazine, and a 1.5 second reload, but it only consumes half a ammo per shot, so 1 ammo equals 2 ticks. Status chance at 13, it's a little low, but we can make it work. And 20 base corrosive damage. Now before we jump into anything, I wanted to show you how this weapon handles without any mods. Look at the dot in the crosshair, it's pinpoint accuracy. Now we're just going to slap on heavy caliber and see how it affects the accuracy. And now you can see it jumping around a little bit, but it never leaves the circle of the crosshair, so as far as I'm concerned, it is accurate enough. So heavy caliber is a go-go, and we have our mandatory mods: damage, multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage. And yes, with 97.5% crit chance, we are going with hunter munitions. And shred is optional, but the way I see it, fire rate increases your DPS and punch through increases your, well, once again, DPS, since this is a horde shooter, a mob shooting game, and single target just doesn't cut it. And vigilante armaments did seem to be the better option when compared to hammershot or more raw elemental damage. And you could also make a build out of the acolyte mods with argon scope or bladed rounds, but I personally don't like those situational mods that are built around duration, and there's not much of a damage increase. Now let's take a quick look at what this rivenless build can do against some level 100 gunners. One on the right, 3 on the left, and there's the punch through, and there is the slash procs. Let's step it up and test this against some 165s. So as you can see, even at this level, it is just melting them without a riven. Next up for the corpus here, I removed shred and vigilante armaments to replace it with viral. It seemed to be the better option and more efficient than magnetic damage or toxin or gas. And speaking of viral, yes, this is a 100 munition slash build, so it works pretty damn good on the Grineer also. So clearly the weapon can hold its own, but the riven disposition on this thing being 5 out of 5 makes a huge difference. And since I have electricity on this riven, I'll throw on malignant force to add to that corrosive damage. But ideally you'd want to find a way to put viral on here, but I can't give up my prime shred. I love my punch through. Oh yeah. Something kind of cool about this weapon is it deals additional 20% headshot damage, but something kind of sucky about this weapon is it has a limited range of only 27 meters. And if that's a big no-no for you, then you can mod for Sinister Reach. This is also my go-to weapon when fighting Lephantis because of its damage cap. It hits hard, fast, and multiple times, that's what she said. And because of that, like all beam weapons, it is very efficient in taking down nullifier bubbles. So let's summarize this and look at the pros and cons here. First off, the bread and butter of this weapon are the priceless crits that enable it to be one of the highest DPS weapons in the game. Next up, ammo efficiency with 70 in the magazine and this weapon only consuming half an ammo per damage tick. It is very ammo efficient. Unlike some other weapons, I'm not going to say any names, but you know who you are, Atomos. Next is its reload speed. For having 70 in the mag, it only has a 1.5 second reload. That's pretty fast. And next up is its tasty headshots, where it has a 20% additional damage on headshots, and being a continuous beam weapon, it's really easy to do. And lastly, you probably guessed it, yeah, corrosive. Now we don't have to mod for it ourselves. This is easily the best element in the game. And that one is a blessing as well as a curse, because this weapon is only corrosive damage. It doesn't have impact slash puncture, and now it's gonna get in the way when we're up against the corpus, so it has a bad side. And another con to this weapon is when you're shooting at something and it doesn't die, and you're like, what? You're like, oh, that's right, it has nasty range. This weapon only has 27 meters range. And that doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while it does. And you remember that the range is foul. But still, overall, the weapon is awesome. If you have puncture on it, you can be stripping armor and putting slash procs on everything. It melts. And the riven disposition is still a 5 out of 5. Not very many people use this hidden gem. And if you do get a riven for it, crit chance is something you'll want for sure if you want to see orange or red crits. Or something that allows you to make a viral build. That would be nice too. But I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. Once again, my name is Colvius, and give me a like if this was helpful at all. Subscribe for future videos and more content, and thank you for watching.